Hold up, guys. Stop scrolling. Don't swipe away yet, because Lilith just dropped a massive info bomb today, and I bet at least 3 of these updates will straight up decide if you're going to keep grinding epic next season or not. I'm going to run through all 4 main topics for you guys. No fluff, straight to the point right now.
Whoa, all 4? Sounds crazy. Buckle up, boys. You better brace yourselves.
You got it. Number 1 is the Global Championship, promising to bring in way more teams. 2, a bunch of system optimizations that anyone grinding Conquest must know. 3, the biggest bombshell, the reward distribution for Braves Path Season 3 is getting a complete overhaul, and it's 100% going to shake up entire meta, affecting everyone from local clans straight up to top dogs.
Let's see. So what about the 4th one?
4 is big names getting ready for some serious server hopping, which could completely flip balance of power. Why did Louis Griffin ditch City 4 just to back server 48? Will Espo bring boys to take revenge in server 19? And is ILC really migrating to new server? We got all juice right here in this video.
Just let the video play, guys. Skip what you don't care about. But if it hits right, pause and listen closely. If you enjoy the content, smash that like button, share, and drop a comment to give V and Warpath the motivation to pump out even more vids for you guys.
All right, now 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Like, share, subscribe now. Mwah!
I mean, starting off with the Global Championship, right? But I heard this season only has exactly 2 teams. Calling it a World League sounds a bit hyped up.
Global Server Champion versus Chinese Server Champion. The reason is Lilith hasn't fully tested if the cross-server merge is actually stable yet. So they're playing it safe, running a small beta test before going all out.
Sue, is it just going to be stuck at 2 teams forever? Sounds insane. I thought a global tournament would be massive, not this tiny.
Nah. The plan is to expand the roster in the upcoming seasons, probably jumping to 4 teams, then scaling up to 8. Honestly, knowing Lilith's track record, I'm betting my money we hit 8 teams next season. Gotta call it now before I regret it.
If you mess up this prediction, you're gonna eat your own words again, just like last time.
Yeah, so true. Wait till I tell you this next piece of news. I'll probably end up talking out of my ass again. But hey, it's still a massive W. At least Lilith is actually investing in top-tier competitive scene instead of just sitting around watching us grind against each other on same old servers.
Let's see, anything else changing, or is it just the team expansion?
There's more. Roster size is going to be way more flexible new. No more of that rigid old system. Plus, we're finally getting a replay feature so you can VOD review your own plays or your opponents after the match. No more crying over missed clutch moments, and you can actually scout their strats to level up your own team's gameplay.
Oh, this is fair. Finally, we can actually see how the enemy team clapped us.
All right, moving fast onto system optimization. Anyone grinding Conquest needs to hear this. Lilith is giving UI an overhaul. Word is it's gonna look slicker, but real hope is it doesn't make game heavier and actually runs smoother.
I mean, with AG fighters and everything spamming the screen, the lag is basically unplayable, right?
Spot on. Also, daily territory miss sessions are getting tweaked. Whether it's a loot buff or just mechanical change, I'll update you guys as soon as official patch notes drop.
Wait, what about City 4 rewards? Any news on that?
More importantly, Conquest City 4 rewards are getting expanded. If you're grinding this event, pay close attention. I already made a video a while back about them adding more loot to the C4 shop.
I mean, so it must be live by now, right? Since you already talked about it?
I have no freaking clue what they're doing. Even now, Lilith still hasn't pushed the update. Typical. Waiting for a freebie from Lilith takes so long the game's gonna be dead before we get it. If you missed it, check the link in the description. There's a 90% chance that's exactly how the update will roll out.
Let's see, so that wraps up the optimization news, right?
Yeah, but this next piece of news is what's been setting the whole community on fire for days. A lot of you guys are going to be shook.
Hold on, is it that serious? Spit it out. The suspense is killing me.
Lilith confirmed a huge change. In upcoming Braves Path Season 3, rewards will be distributed based on clan ranking, not individual combat power anymore.
Whoa, clan ranking? So our entire solo grind is just going straight down the drain.
According to my boy Memji Lee, Lilith is gonna tally up points from all epic clans across 3 seasons. Top 1 clan gets Tier 3 skin, Top 2 gets Tier 2 skin, and Top 3 gets Tier 1 skin. Then, R6 just hands it out to exactly 1 member.
D down the drain? It's actually all wasted grind? Why would anyone even bother grinding epic anymore? You sweat for a whole month just for 1 guy in the clan to get the loot.
If this leak is real, half the player base is gonna straight up QIT. If you know going into Epic that your grind is guaranteed to be for nothing, there's 0 reason to play this game. But hold up, don't panic just yet.
Give the guys a quick recap on the old system, because I think a lot of people are still lost.
Currently, under old mechanics, top 20 individuals get permanent skins across 3 tiers based on their rank in Braves Path leaderboards. This is highly likely just a mistranslation from our Chinese source.
Seriously? Are you sure? What if Lilith actually goes through with it?
100% sure. It's gotta be a clan-based distribution where each clan gets exactly 1 reward, but they'll still rank the top 20 clans like the old system, trickling the rewards down the ladder. Lilith wouldn't be that dumb. All these early leaks still have to go through the dev board, so expect a lot of tweaks before the patch actually drops.
Let's see. So if you're right, what's Lilith's endgame here? Are they just trying to make the top clans suffer?
If this is true, I think Lilith's motive is pretty clear. They're trying to force whales and powerhouse clans like GOTH, with massive names like Ram-Arm, Neon, Uzbeka, or WRK with Sing Song, Luo, CQ, Waj, to split up into smaller clans and spread wealth. Because if you stack all your heavy hitters in one super clan, who gets the skin and who gets left out to dry?
Ah, I see. Forcing the top dogs to fragment themselves that actually makes sense.
Exactly. This forces creation of new clans and drags us into way more chaotic epic battlefields, instead of just watching 1 or 2 mega clans AFK and sweep all rewards. It's definitely gonna make the game a hell of a lot more exciting. Lilith has to do this if they want to save this game from dying.
So, are you actually backing this change?
I'm all for it, and I bet everyone watching this clip supports this shakeup too.
If you guys agree, smash that like and share button so Lilith hears the community loud and clear.
Ugh. But alright, I admit, I'm just taking a wild guess here. It's not like the devs slid into my DMs with official patch notes. Lilith hasn't confirmed anything officially yet, so everything I just said is pure analytical logic. As for what Lilith is actually cooking up, we just gotta wait for the drop.
But you're still confident you're right, huh? Ha ha ha. Just like every other time.
Ha ha ha. Damn right. Say what you want, but I'm standing my ground on this one. Mark my words and watch it happen.
All right, let's pivot to next topic. Heard it's even spicier?
Oh yeah. I promise you this is pure cinema. I'm sure a lot of you have heard the rumors. Some massive whale just flat out ditched a whole City 4 season, didn't even bother grinding, just to rush in and hijack an entire different server.
What? That sounds ridiculous. Who throws away a whole season just to pirate another server?
Sounds insane, right? But it's real, and that guy is Griffin.
Whoa! Louis Griffin? So whose territory was Server 48?
Why is Griffin moving in? Is he paving the way for someone's grand return?
I mean, let me guess. Paving the way for a top dog returning to their home turf?
Let's see. My mind immediately goes to Ram-Arm OG, the current global on 148, is actually Ram's hometown. But wait, that doesn't add up either.
I mean, why not? Sounds pretty logical to me.
GOTH is super stable right now and sitting at undisputed #1 spot in the game. No way they're dropping a powerhouse alliance just to go back to an old server. Phew, let me rethink this. It's probably Team Griffin, though I keep seeing their accounts listed for sale and nobody's buying.
Well then, let's just leave it to the insiders in the comments to spill the real tea.
Yeah, I'm just running off unverified rumors here. Nothing set in stone. Next up is S40, my all-time favorite clan.
Damn, even your favorite clan got drama.
It's like 99.99% guaranteed that Azerbaijan 555 is dipping after this season, and probably Vikari too, because these two whales just don't fit S40's playstyle anymore.
So S40 is actually cooked.
Ever since Twen An, the guy running the Mao99 account, quit the game. It was inevitable that S40 would fall off and get weaker. We might not even see them on the E1 map anytime soon.
Whoa, so who steps up to fill S40's shoes?
New powerhouse is definitely going to be server 84, and maybe GG from 90. Of course, GG is still trying to big brain their strats to split forces and dodge Epic 1, but with new mechanics I talked about in last video, I highly doubt they can keep dodging.
Any other rumors? Spill everything. I'm hooked.
Espo is supposedly taking some of the boys at the end of the season to join FPK over at server 19.
Oh, so FPK is getting a massive buff.
Ha ha ha! With reinforcements like that, FPK might just dumb luck their way straight into Epic 1. Don't know whether to laugh or cry, but the bosses probably have it all calculated anyway, so whatever.
Let's see. What about that last piece of server news?
Finally, another leak regarding ILC's server 18. Word on the street is they're hopping to server 120.
Why though? I mean, is there a specific reason?
Let's see. Could be to sweat for the gun to the top event, or maybe it was a snap decision made after a secret board meeting in China, since ILC is stacked with Chinese bosses. They're moving up to get ahead of the clan-splitting wave hitting in future epic seasons.
Let me guess. A new other blind guess from you, right? Super. Reliable.
Ha ha ha. Maybe it's for top pushing. Maybe they just made the call over a 5-minute tea break. Hell, for all we know, Lilith is flipping a coin to decide this stuff. Nobody really knows. Whatever the reason, I just hope the new epic policy brings fresh servers into the bloodbath. The battlefield needs some new factions to actually keep the hype alive.
Honestly, looking at the big picture, this season is truly the era of the great migration from whale server hopping to entire squads switching alliances and non-stop server relocation rumors.
True that. The community's entire balance of power is basically getting wiped and reset. Whoever stays on top of the leaks gets the early bird advantage.
Oh, speaking of the Warpath community, I think there's one more piece of sad news, right?
Yeah, talking about the community, H-Game just announced he's quitting the game. That's a massive loss. You look around and there are barely any high-quality YouTubers left who actually make content for the F2P base, or who have the guts to trash talk Lilith straight up with me?
Ha, that really is a bummer.
And I've been thinking about that too. If Lilith doesn't step up and make some aggressive changes, Warpath is 100% gonna die real fast.
All right, give the guys a quick TLDR of everything you just dropped today.
Distributing rewards by clan and ranking the top 20 is the only logical move, not just the top 3 like the early rumors said. As for the server drama and who Louis Griffin is paving the way for, I'm gonna let the real insiders leak that in the comments below.
What about you guys? Do you think Lilith is gonna cap Braves Path Season 3 rewards at 3 clans or 20? And who do you think is actually plotting a comeback to server 48? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get a discussion going.
If any of you need deals on top-up packs, hit me up through the links in the description. I've always got the best hookups to help you guys save some cash while whaling out. Also, I run my own Discord server where you can come chill and talk everything Warpath, from meta strats to massive leaks like we did today.
Huge thanks to everyone who stayed till the end of the video.
I'll catch you guys on the Warpath battlefield. Peace.
Like the video and subscribe for more.
Or I'll drop this treasure.
Press the bell to get notifications. And leave a comment below.